Cambodian-Canadian, Cambodian-Makati.
Phallika.
Today's topic is about our planet Earth, but before we get started, I do really want to wish Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hope they're having one of the best days ever. So, Happy Mother's Day. I hope that your children's got you gifts, made you breakfast in bed, got you flowers, and went shopping, got you all the nice gifts you had.
Yeah, a lot of good gifts for you, parent moms, maybe grandmas or aunties or foster parent if you don't.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a nice day to celebrate Mother's Day.
Nice day to any person that took care of you.
Exactly. 100% agreed. Awesome. So today's topic is about our planet Earth. Phallika, do you want to start us off? Oh, I think we might have some little technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit, hey.
I lost my tooth, if you can see.
Oh, nice.
I pulled it out, like it was really wiggly, so then I pulled it out. So yeah.
Did you pull it out today?
Yeah, I pulled it out today. It was really wiggly the past few weeks because I was scared to take my tooth out. Yeah.
Oh, for the past couple of weeks. Oh, did it hurt?
Yeah, it kind of hurt yesterday because I was like pulling it and like one part, like if you know, there's one part not part. The one of the parts I pulled it and it was like down and stuff.
Oh.
Look, that I got. I could have chose the food one or the climate change one. I put the food one, but of course I had to get this one because I mean I know about food already.
Fair enough. That's a really cool cover book though for like saving the planet.
Yeah. I have the other one, the ones about science.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so I like the cover, like the cover page. It looks really nice, very detailed.
Yeah. I can show a few of the pages. Just let me do something about this really bad background setup. It should work. Okay, so this is 100. If you can't see, it says 100 things to know about saving the planet, and then it just shows some facts and stuff like that. I'll show like about 5 pages, and yeah. I'll start with the first page. Okay.
What does the planet need saving? Okay.
Oh, I can read it out. I'll read it out. Oh my goodness, I hate this one.
The struggle.
Okay. Why does the planet need saving? Planet Earth is our home and the home of all known living things. But over the centuries, some human activity has been increasing harm to the planet, which is, climate change and like CO2 in the air. CO2 or COD? CO2, right?
CO2.
CO2, greenhouses, gases, and in this part right here, as you can see, the wood and everything, the ones I'm pointing to, like these things, I'm talking about like things that are getting ruined by like climate change and stuff, which is in polar. I'll read the things that say next to them. Okay, so the polar region's animals are struggling to find food because the heat means that sea ice is melting, which is really sad because a lot of the polar bears are like really skinny. If you saw some pictures and stuff.
It's honestly so sad because, like, that's part of Antarctica. I feel like that's like how, how we get, in a way, some of our coldness.
Mm.
Like,
because we need to have a balanced temperature and everything.
yeah. So, like, when, like, the icebergs started melting, it just kind of makes me, like, sad because, like, we did this. Like, we're the one who actually caused, ocean levels rising and all that. A lot of forest fires. And a lot of, like, natural, like, landslides and all that.
Yeah. The other puzzle piece thingy is like in the oceans, coral reefs are dying as the temperature of the water rises. Heat.
Yeah. I'm so sad.
Yeah,
It's so sad to think about.
Yeah, because without coral reefs, they die, and then fish. It's not because it's dead, right? And the coral reefs needs the fish's help from like their poop, which is called dung, right? dung.
Dong.
Dung.
Yeah,
I don't know how
I
to
would
say it.
pronounce it.
But like they need the nutritions that the fish need and when they do their business.
Yeah.
The nutritions from their doing the business thingy stuff. Not business suitcase thingy meeting stuff.
Yeah.
I meant like business in the restroom, the
Yeah.
restroom, the toilets, or anything you call toilet place, bathroom place, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And like coral reefs need sound, and then there's a page, I think. I don't know which page. I'm trying to find it right now.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
Okay.
Yeah, like, so, like, the coral reefs is basically some of, like, the, like, fish's natural habitat, like, where, like, they most feel comfortable to do their business and, like, just come back to. It's like a place for them to relax,
Yeah, it's like their home for small creatures to get away from the bigger creatures. And it's really sad because the same thing is happening to animals that didn't do anything, like penguins. They're getting drenched in oil, and the oil is of course harmful.
Yeah.
The animal itself, and let's talk about this page.
Oh, that's such a nice, cool page.
Really cool.
It's about like to help rebuild the reefs, yeah?
Yeah, to rebuild a reef, you can fake it until you make it. Damaged coral reefs are often abandoned by the creatures that live on them. This makes it hard for these reefs to recover. Scientists may have found a way to trick wildlife into thinking a reef is healthier than it is. A healthy reef is full of noise. Thousands of creatures can live in it, making different sounds. A damaged reef is of course quieter, so few fish are less likely to come. Experiments have shown that playing a recording of a healthy reef attracts twice as many young fish to live there. So young fish, like just 3 years fish, I don't know if that makes sense, but that fish thingies, young fish, since they don't have quite a home yet, and if like old fish, their coral reef, their home environment was damaged because of the warmth and weather, because of gases, and it's really
Oil
bad.
leaks, yeah.
Oil leaks, yeah, turtles, save the turtles things.
Yeah. Oh, I just feel like awful because, like, we're kind of responsible for, like, what's happening in the ocean because we pollute the ocean so much. Like, there's so many like objects in there from like the Pearl Harbor, like boats sinking, planes sinking, and like of course us like polluting it with plastic water bottles and other types of plastics, allowing all like the sea creatures to eat it up, and so it's like in their system. Oh, it's just awful. It is awful, yeah.
And like the California fires because of how hot it was.
Yeah.
That was a really bad tragedy.
That
Because like
was
home, the whole forest, since it was like really hot and so dry, I think, right? It got warmed up and then fire started and it's really sad. Oh,
Yeah, I thought like if they had a fire and then they got that fire completely wiped out, and then I thought they had like a fire again like right afterwards or something. I wasn't too sure, but like that's how I felt it happened. Like like it flies by so fast that another wildfire could start happening anytime. So I'm yeah.
You can continue.
Oh, so I'm not excited for the summer. That's all I'm about to say. A lot
Yeah.
of more forest fires.
Yeah, because it's like really hot there in like California and stuff. And like the equipment, the playground equipment, when I went there to visit someone, a relative, when we went to the playground, it was so dang hot and like I kind of not burned, but it was like really hot and so hot that I didn't even want to go outside and I just wanted to go home. And the trip there was really long too, so we were stuck in a car that was like really hot, and our car was painted red, which it wasn't like it was like your sweater red.
Yeah.
So when we went, it was like really hot, and the car that we used was like almost like it was done for. It was dead. So like there was no air conditioning allowed. Since we were on the highway, we weren't allowed to open the windows, and we took like a lot of trips to stop because it was like so hot in the car.
Oh my goodness! Remember the wildfire last year in California? Didn't did the smoke come up to BC?
Yeah,
was it like foggy? Yeah, it came all the way to like Alberta too. It was crazy.
Yeah,
like
and then
we had like right. It was like a week straight of just fogging. It's just like what happened? We can see the sun, we just can't see the clouds.
Yeah, and it like smelled really bad, and like it was like foggy fog, just fog in general. That's exactly what it looked like.
Oh, what about like that forest fire? And have you heard about Fort McMurray? Oh, well, I guess you're in BC.
No.
So there, a couple of years ago in Alberta, there was like this huge wildfires up in the north. It's Fort McMurray. I can't remember. It was just like past Edmonton a little bit, or just before, but I think it was like past Edmonton just a little bit. And like my friend before, she lived up there, and like her house was like completely destroyed. The wildfire was just so crazy up there, and like it was like smoking Alberta for like a good like month or so. Like it was forever. It was crazy.
That's sad because like normally these wouldn't have happened if was it damp or was it dry?
I think it was dry. I'm pretty sure it was dry because we didn't have that much rain. So I guess that could have been like a cause of it. I can't.
Yeah, an opportunity. I think if I was a mayor of a city, I would like declare a thing where if it was like really dry, if I was like the mayor of California, but that like if I was or like a mayor of someplace that's really dry, like Texas, for example.
Oh yeah.
Or what else is hot? I don't know. But if I did, I would like everything that's like I would make almost like any kind of dry grass would be damp. Like there would be a truck that would like wash the pavement and stuff, and like the tree, the cactus. If that was Texas, but since if I were mayor of California, I would think of just water everywhere. Even if it did rain, that would be good. But some of the rain is like acid now, like not acid rain, but like it's rain that has really bad gases that get into rain.
Evaporated, yeah, it gets
evaporated gas that goes into the water, like at factories that uses gas and water and it mixes all together because it goes into the color. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So it's still rain, so I'm fine with that if I was the mayor. But like usual, I would do it every 2 weeks and 1 month.
Yeah. Have you guys had any like forest fires in the past, like last year or the year before?
No, the place where I live, it's a rainforest.
Oh,
So,
nice.
so it rains. Like one day it's like super super sunny, and then it completely rains. And like when I was at school on Thursday, it was like a hailstorm, and everyone was freaking out because it was like water everywhere. Like there was big gigantic puddles at the playground, and the water, it was like so damp, and we were at the playground because like we have sections, and like the place is like really small, the section we had. So like a lot of people sat under like there's like roof, those roof thingies. There's like
Yeah.
a bit of roof hanging over. Like it's for the kids to line up that place if it was raining for the kindergartens.
Okay.
So then we sat, most of the my classmates sat down under that place. I did too, and like it was raining, so, and then there was like a lot of people that didn't have coats,
Oh
and
no.
someone was wearing shorts,
Oh,
and like
I know someone who wears shorts
and
365
then
days of the year. Oh,
after that, it was so sunny. It was so hot.
oh my
Like
goodness.
after it stopped raining, it was like really hot. Like after lunch, no, before lunch.
Dang. Oh my goodness. So see, climate change just changes our weather so bad. Like in Alberta, we're not supposed to have snow right now. Our snow is supposed to be melting away, and we're supposed to have like a little bit of rain, but not a lot. But like it's just been like raining like crazy, and it finally stopped snowing a little bit. So
That's unbelievable, though.
I know, right? It's crazy. I thought we were done with all of this, but
It's almost summer break for me because there's like one more month.
Oh yeah.
7 more weeks. I count 7 more weeks until I end school, and I think school ends on the 30th, so like 7 more weeks.
Oh, that's so exciting.
7 more weeks, I think. Yeah, 7 more weeks since last time was 8 weeks, so not 7. So like for you, you don't go to school anymore. Well, you go to college, but like
I'm done college. I
oh,
was finished that last year. Yeah.
since you're finished, schooling. It's already like summer-ish. Supposed to be like in June, I guess you would call it summer,
Yeah.
start in June, and like a little bit of September, and mostly August is called summer, or in summer. So
Yeah.
like the fact that it's snowing over there is really unbelievable, and
I
it's
know,
really
yeah.
bad.
It is so
That's not
bad.
supposed to happen.
Yeah, it's May. It's the 5th month. It's supposed to be like the sunniest, one of the sunniest month, where like shorts out, t-shirts, no sweaters. School's about to end. You're all excited. That's all you want to do is just play outside, and we just get this weather with
That's
lots of clouds and rain. And yeah, it's been like raining this whole week, and I think a little bit of next week too. So I'm not excited.
slushy snow.
Yeah.
Since it's
Exactly.
Mother's Day, I have a page in the book where it doesn't need wrapping paper. People do wrap presents for their moms and stuff. So like that's a Japanese. I'll just read it.
Okay, that sounds good.
I don't know how to say this. Furusuki wrapped presents are a gift to the planet. Tearing wrapping paper from gifts are exciting, but it produces lots of waste. I'm just gonna spell it out. Furoshiki, a traditional Japanese method of wrapping gifts in cloth, provides a planet-friendly alternative to mounds of crumpled paper. An estimated 365,000 kilometers to 227,000 miles of wrapping paper are thrown away each Christmas in the UK alone. This book is from UK.
Oh my gosh, if that's from the UK alone, just imagine the world.
Yeah, that's a lot of kilometers or miles if you're in the US, which I use in Canada. They use the, what is it called? Metric. No, that's Metric system? What's metric system? That's
The
money. Metric?
The metric. It's something.
Is
What
it
was
the
it?
numbers one? Or
It's
is it
the numbers one. It's like, what is it? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Like length.
Kilometers, like centimeters.
Like, because in the US they use inches and miles and pounds, right?
Yeah.
So this is the one in kilometers we use. That, which is,
I think they use kilometers.
Yeah,
I think the US, they use meters.
They use miles.
Miles, not meters, miles. My apologies.
Yeah. That's enough to wrap around Earth's equator 9 times. 9 times. Not one. Not 1.5. Not 1.5.
9 times.
Not a quarter of one. Not a 1 centimeter of one equator thing. 9 times. Lots of its paper is shiny or covered in glitter. So don't use glitter or shiny for you. Yeah.
I don't like using glitter or shiny like wrapping paper unless like if it's like a little bit, then that's fine. But if it's like the whole thing, then I'm just like, that's a little too extreme. I think I would only use that like once in my lifetime.
Yeah.
For like a really,
for example, like this, just simple wrapping paper.
Yeah, but I mean, like if we had to use an alternative, I think the cloth would be the best suitable option because on my birthday 2 years ago, for my 18th birthday, my friend's mom, she gave me a present, and she gave me in like this cloth. It's like a reusable like wrapping paper. So like I have it here, and I don't really want to give it away to someone else because it's really nice. So I just reused it for my own thing. But like, yeah, if we substitute the use of wrapping paper with like, a reusable cloth or a reusable like, alternative, I think that would be a best option for our planet Earth.
Yeah. It's not the page isn't finished. I'm going to read more. Using Phallika, I don't know how to say that. A single square of cloth can be folded to wrap all sorts of gifts over and over again. Not to hold the cloth in place is so no tape or ribbon is wasted. When the cloth isn't being used to wrap gifts, it can be used as an alternative to plastic bags. There's some ways, I think.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. Simply, I'm letting it focus. Yay.
Yeah, I like that. That's like really cool different ways.
If you did see it for like I think a few seconds, it had the boxed one, and then it had the water bottle one, and then it had the grocery bag one.
Yeah.
So on the next page, it talks about different spoons, or like the first one is I'll read the thing because
okay. Yeah.
Spoons you can eat cut down on plastic. Every year, millions of single-use plastics, such as knives, forks, and spoons, are thrown out. Edible spoons may be one way to reduce the amount of waste. Miss Freeze's Sweet Treats. Which spoon would you like? Pick your spoon. Plastic. Despite the subtle taste of chemicals, carbon emissions, emissions when these are made, and zero chance of being recycled. This is still our most popular spoon. Wood. Billions of trees are cut down every year. Our wooden spoons might be compostable, but they're certainly not tree-friendly. Edible. Made from 100% natural ingredients such as rice, wheat, and corn flour. In case you don't want to eat it, it's biodegradable, meaning it will decompose in a few days. That sounds yummy. The last one.
Not gonna lie, I would go with that one, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's another free food.
Yeah. Oh, I saw this video on Facebook. Right, when someone passed away, you know how like they usually get cremated or buried or something, but I've seen like they take the ashes from like the deceased person and they would put it into like a little dirt with like a little seed, and you can plant a tree with them.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cute. Oh, I read. Yeah, there was like a thing I found on the internet talking about how. Yeah, it was like a comic I was like talking about a guy whose wife died. It wasn't real. Well, it can be real to some things, but like it was a comic thing, like comic related. So it's talking about like a guy, his wife died, and then they used their ashes and put them in the soil, and he let it go. And then people came to cut down the tree, which he would technically be his wife.
Yeah.
And then he was crying because that would mean his wife died once again. Because, trees are alive too. So then he was like really sad and stuff.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
It's like his wife died all over again, and that's awful.
The people wouldn't stop, and then he was like, he turned not crazy, but like since he just stayed there his whole entire lifetime after she died, because he was like young, like in the comic he looked really young, so and then when she died and he was like really sad, and he was sitting there, he had water bottles sitting next to him because he's planning, making sure that it's not dying and the tree wasn't dying, and then the leaves started getting off, so then that just indicated that the tree is starting to rot, and then he glued it back up. And then they came because it's, rotting, and then he was sad because, like, as you said, I said and you said, that just means he died over again, which is really sad.
Yeah,
like,
that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be so sad if they've been together for that long, right? And like, they had to cut the tree down. Oh. And like, your wife was buried with that tree. It's awful. It's just so sad.
Before I was talking about that, since I was talking about, food, you know how there's like black containers? Like, if you did ever when you go to McDonald's and then you buy pancakes in the morning and they have that black box with the M logo and the clear, I'm gonna read this part. Black plastic is not picked. I should read from the start actually because it would make more sense. Light beams and air jets pick out plastic for recycling. Recycling waste plastic into new things reduces the amount that gets dumped. But there are lots of different types of plastic, so before anything can be recycled, it must be sorted. This machine picks out a type of plastic called PAT, which if you read it, PET. Water bottle made from PET. These water bottles, like that one.
Yeah. Like the plastic water, like the normal plastic water bottles?
Yeah, normal plastic water bottles. Water bottle made from PET, light beams, conveyor belt, blah, blah, blah. A sensor detects a light bouncing off PET plastic, which triggers a jet of air. I have to show this again. Detergent bottle made from HDPE. Milk bottle made from another type of plastic called HDPE. Other types of plastic don't set off the sensors. They are picked out by another machine further down the conveyor belt. You see, this is the black plastic I was talking about.
Yeah, like the one that you were talking about, like with the McDonald's thing.
Yeah. Black plastic is not picked out because the light beams in these sorting machines don't bounce off black material. Of course, common sense. Some people want black plastic to be banned because it is too hard to recycle. That's all.
I can actually agree with that.
Because it's like hard plastic.
Yeah, it's hard, especially if it's black too. It's not really, black isn't really on the color spectrum, right? It's mainly like a shadow. So of course the light won't reflect on it, so it'll be harder to decompose.
Yeah, like it won't be used over again because a lot of people use it for food. Like when you go to Panda Express, they give you do they? I don't know. I never went to Panda Express, but
Same here.
I see people watching I watch videos and then they talk about food, and then it showed a Panda Invest box, and it was like, classic, not plastic, classic clear lid and black bottom,
Black
and have,
bottom, yeah.
your sweet and sour chicken or your spicy chicken. I love sweet and sour chicken.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can agree because I've ordered Denny's. Have you ever had Denny's? Right?
No,
No?
Danny is the one that's like sells breakfast things, I guess.
Yeah, they like sell breakfast and then a little bit of lunch and dinner. So I ordered it one time and then they came in like the black container and like clear lid on top as usual. And like I'm just like, and my first reaction is like, oh, this is cool. They keep our food warm. Like we're using black because there's no color spectrum. But just thinking about it, like it's harder to decompose though. I think they just use the black containers to make the food more warm. But I feel like they can use like aluminum.
Oh yeah, like aluminum, but also the aluminum
It's pretty bad too.
is that too. But if this is the thing, I think would be $1 million idea. If fast food markets use, breakfast radios, and then they have that paper and tinfoil thingy.
Yeah.
If not that, but like the tinfoil, it would like be a little bit plasticky, be a little bit tinfoil, and you would be able to wash it down. It would be made out of those when there's this type of metal where when you like it's a what is it called, paper clip, and there was like a metal it was demonstrating, and it told if you like turned it or reshaped it, it would go back. That's exactly what I've been thinking for like a type of thing. And you would be able to wash it, and then it would be like a clip, and it would keep things warm, and it would still be reusable, and you can use it for types of things. And if you didn't buy it from fast food companies or places, then you can buy it online. The cheap price of $5.99.
$5.99. You got the market all sorted out and everything. That's pretty fun. That's pretty it's a good job.
Different alternatives I think that fast food companies should do, since like in the future things might be more expensive, and like some people will have better jobs, and which I hope everyone that doesn't have a job should have a job in the future. I hope.
Same here.
There's a lot of different jobs that if you didn't have a lot of education, you had low education, there's like jobs like window cleaner. That doesn't require any type of, it requires no afraid of heights, and it requires skill of the way you know what I mean.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that motion. Yeah. Like my friend, so usually in construction you would have to go to a second degree, so like either university or trade school or college, but mostly trade school. And like so he just finished high school. He's my age, right? So he finished high school when I did, and he didn't go to college or anything, and he ended up working in a construction. Same with my cousin. They finished high school, but they didn't go to college, and they got their job as a career as a construction worker, which I'm pretty proud of because you don't really need that, that specific skill.
The degree or anything. Like when you become a doctor, pharmacist, or do you need a degree to work at it? No, you don't. Okay. Like business, you go to a lawyer. You need degrees, like a third degree of what is it called? PhD degree.
Yeah, PhD and MD or whatever their specialty is in.
Yeah, and like if there's like other jobs that do give you not a lot of money, but if you do save up, so yeah, like you can start working at the age of 14, like at McDonald's, if you want a job when you're younger.
Yeah.
Like 14, or like at McDonald's, the earliest you can work out is like 14, which is just 7th grade.
Yeah, I thought in Alberta it was like the age of 12. But like
I'm at 8th grade for the McDonald's thingy.
yeah, I've heard with McDonald's you can actually get like a scholarship if you work there, like they'll help you through school, because McDonald's is one of like the highest fast food chain in the world. So
Yeah.
of course they would attract younger students. So like if they like offer them a job, they would give them like a way to help them with college or university. So like scholarships.
Yeah, that's really nice too because it doesn't make you a lot of money. You can get like maybe only $5 from that job. Or if you do like night shifts and morning shifts, you can get at least $20 max if you weren't promoted or anything. I think I'm not old enough to work yet. I'm
No,
10. I only need 4 more years until I can actually get a job.
yeah, but like minimum wage, it usually starts around like $15 an hour, right?
Mhm.
So it got raised up from like $13.50 to $15, which I'm pretty happy about. Woot woot.
Good for you. Woohoo,
Yeah,
congrats.
but like when I first started working, right, I was only paid like $13, and then slowly I got up to 15 because the new law, and now I'm at 16 now, so it's pretty good. So I'm pretty happy.
That's $32 for 2 hours. 32, which for 4 hours would be $64. And if you wanted to get 100, you would need. I don't know. I'm not doing math right now. So if you did do, how many hours do you? If you don't want to tell me, it's fine. How many hours do you work usually? Like no extended hours, anything. Just the normal hour thingy.
No worry. So in 2 weeks, I work 64 hours. Like that's usually 60 hours. But within a week, I work like 29 hours. So it's not like full time, but I still get like 30 hours in. 30 hours is like my max usually
That's a
every
good
week.
minimum wage and good amount of money. That's all
Yeah.
I think about her, I think.
Yeah.
Supposed to be talking about climate change and like saving our planet and
And we're
how
just talking about
we're
minimum wages and jobs.
yeah, I don't even know anything about jobs. For some reason I do because I need to get a good job when I'm older and I want to raise a good family and like I need a good house. I need to know and I have to save money. I'm saving money.
Really?
I have $50 or I don't know how much I have. Then I have like maybe 60 something. I am thinking I might have in the end of the year when it's like, you know, December. What's the last day of September? It's like December 30, 31st, 30,
31st.
yeah,
December
31st.
31st.
Thinking maybe I will have 300 money.
It's so good to start saving when you're younger, because when you're older you have a lot of money that you can actually save up for. So
Yeah,
like
you can like rent an apartment when you're, and then you have to pay for electricity bills. So then
yeah.
when you save up when you're young, like 1 penny can make you have like a lot of money when you're older. If you can collect, that's not a lot of money, but it's good when you were 18.
Yeah. So like if you start saving now, by the time you get your driver license, you can probably buy a car for like a good price. A cheap car, but for a good price.
Yeah, like some cars, you can get a car for 1,000 something, or if you even know how to bargain, you can bargain it for 200 or up to 500 if you know how to bargain.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, and like using reused cars are better because it saves the environment and like you need a lot of machines to make a car. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
recommend buying a new car. If you want a new, brand new car, like it's almost buy a second hand car
100%
because
agree with that. My math teacher even told me never buy a new car, buy a used car, because that is way better than buying a new car, because basically new cars are ripping you off. If you just buy used ones, basically the same price, but
yeah,
maybe just a year younger, or you know Something like
You
that.
don't always have to be the type of person that gets a new car every year because of the new models. Like if you want to save the planet slowly by slowly, you can quit using straws. You can quit using one hand, not second. Oh, what do I mean? Just you can't. You can use something. You can use reusable bags. You can use scraps like a scrapbook, and you can if you have when you're a kid, when you're a kid and you doodle stuff on a notebook or something.
Oh
If
yeah.
you still have that notebook, you can turn those scribbles into inspirational art and find words hidden in those tiny scribbles, and you can use it, and it would show you like an encouragement book. That's a lot of ways to recycle, for example.
I 100% agree with you with that, because like, there's so many like ways around our house that like we can easily reduce or reuse or recycle.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta know which one where to put. Like if it's like, a plastic bag, does that go in reuse? I mean, like you can reuse plastic bags for another trash bag.
Yeah,
and then you can throw it out.
thick bags aren't something I recommend. So when I went to Lululemon's today, I cannot tell what I got from Lululemon's because it's Mother's. Oh no, I spoiled it. Because of something. But like when I went to Lululemon's to buy something for a special someone, I hear you laughing, Dad. I can hear you from the wall. The walls are thin. Okay, so when we went to Lululemon's, when we bought something, I cannot say how many things we got, but when we went to Lululemon's, they had these bags. When you go to buy a phone, and then it has those like
they're like those thick bags. Yeah,
that's what we got. And like since my dad's into Lululemon's now, that's not for my dad.
too.
I've been thinking I will tell my dad. He can hear me, so I'm just gonna say, Dad, if we do go to Lululemon's, we can reuse the bag and say that we already have a bag because we don't need a trillion thick bags of Lululemon. Okay, you already bought Lululemon's online, and that had a lot of plastic.
I love their Lululemon bags. Like we don't have a lot, but like with the ones that we do, we like always reuse them. It's always like my lunchbox too. Like I put my food in there, and like there's like this one period in high school where I kind of just brought it with me to put like all my stuff in there. So I like their bags. It's thick, but like I don't want to overuse it. Like I don't want 500 of them laying in my house.
This is what I recommend to stores. If any kind of store, Lululemon's, Gucci, well, yeah, you can reuse a Gucci bag. Gucci, whatever thing that's like really expensive clothing, I don't know, or any type of store, I recommend it's like Lululemon's, I recommend making the design more slick and more trendy. Don't make a new one. Make one that every single generation loves. Yeah. Not what, like any kind of like Generation X. Generation X is right now, right?
Yeah. I'm always confused if I'm Generation X or I'm a millennial. I can't say
millennial.
Yeah, because I grew up in like the early 2000s. Basically, I was like a 90s kid, but I was born in 2001. So I grew up with like basically, what the 90s grew up with. So like seeing like Gen X today, I'm just like kind of confused. Like I'm still new on TikTok. Like I'm 19 and I'm still new on TikTok. Like what? I'm always like, what the heck is this?
I see on TikTok 70, 90-year-olds and millions of views, and they know what they're doing. Like Grandma Rose, I think that's her name. Rose something, I don't know. But like, if you want to learn how to say the millennial word, I don't recommend watching us. Or still watch us, please. But like, we don't know. I can't speak proper English, even though I'm born Canadian, born here. Maybe it's because I've been growing in a household where we have to speak our language.
Yeah, we grew up in a bilingual household.
Yeah. So I don't know how to say Manila. I can say it in my brain because I have a voice in my brain.
Exactly. 100% agreed with you.
Word. Voice talk. My talk voice, verse talk. I don't know that box voice box. Voice box, yeah. Our voice box minds and Kathy's does not know how to pronounce Manalo.
It's one of the words I struggle hard most with. It's a simple word
boomer.
too. Boomer?
Boomer, grandmas, grandpas, they're called boomers. I can say that, but for some reason I can't say Manalabo. Manilamo. If anyone knows how to say it, please. Actually, you're on your laptop, right?
Yeah.
I want you to open a tab and then search up Manilamo and then Google, and then there should be a voice thingy, and then press that, and then when it speaks, then I think you would know how to pronounce it. And then tell me, please.
Okay, give me a couple seconds. Let me go with Google Translate. I'll translate it from like English to English. That's one of the words that I
hope everyone at home that is being with their mom. I hope you're with your mom or grandma or anyone, your aunt, anyone special to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day with them, spending a wonderful time with your family, spending time with your siblings, and giving lots of hugs and kisses to your mom.
Millennials!
What?
Millennials. Finally,
we did it! Yay!
I'm sorry.
This is
off topic.
How to learn English with Kathy and Phallika, but also how to save the planet and love the planet and take care of the planet like it's your mom. But take care of your mom more, please, because I don't want you to be giving kisses to the ground or the grass or kissing the mountain and saying, "Hi, mommy, I love you." Say that to your mom.
Since it's like also Mother's Day, we should also pay respect to Mother Nature, and hopefully we get all this climate change ready and get out of here.
In the next generation, no, the Gen Zs were really, I don't know if
I think we're Gen Zs. I think right now is Gen Z. Sorry.
I think I'm on Gen. It's up to 2008, 2006, 2000s. No, that's Manila. See, that word is just confusing. I'm saying M for now on.
Okay,
M.
yeah.
Okay, so M's, that's like 2000s to
1980s. Sorry, mid-1990s and then the early 2000s.
2000s, like up to maybe 2005. That's M's.
Oh, so that's me. I'm a millennial.
I cannot speak today. Sorry. This is not a learning English show.
Not really.
If you were looking for one. Anyways, I think the Gen Zs would be like 2006, earliest 2005, 2006. I don't know. Can you search it up? Not so off topic.
All right. So Gen Zs is from 1997 to 2012. Millennials are from 1981 basically to 1996. Gen X is 1965 to basically 1980. And then the boomers 55 to 64. 1955 to 64.
So Gen X is older generation.
Yeah. It's a little bit younger than the boomer in a way because it's like after the boomers.
So you're a Gen Z.
Yeah.
I'm a Gen Z. I'm happy I'm in this generation because I'm born in 2010. Which is, if I wasn't, I would be disappointed because I don't want to be a little kid. But I want to always spend your life recycling and reducing air pollutions. Biking is fun.
Biking is such a good way to like reduce emissions.
Electric scooters. Electrics. If there was like a tiny another $1 million idea to any company that already has $1 trillion or $1 million. A solar panel.
Yes.
On a electric scooter or bike, and it's like they already have it for like the ones. I think I saw the park where you can rent a bike and it has the panels thingies.
Oh.
And if you could buy one online and then it would already be assembled, you can assemble the bike because a lot of people nowadays they depend on the people that they buy from, which isn't bad. But I mean, sometimes you have to be a person and know how to do stuff, like when you go to build a bear and you make your bear. But like that's some doing thing. So like I've been thinking like a solar panel, and then it could be heated. You can take it if you have a single home and you have a backyard and it has a fence, so no one steals it. But I mean, if there is a thing that happens, I think 1 million people would already have it. And if you live in a very rich neighborhood, I mean, if someone does steal and like comes up with their, oh my god, this is gonna sound so bad. Their car that's like really shabby. But like having a shabby car is good if you already fixed it because it's good for the environment, as we talked about in a section.
Yeah. So exactly.
Like the $1 million idea is like panel, and then you can charge it at home, and then you can use it, and like it should be at least 12 hours you can use it, and then the other maybe 6 to 7, maybe 10 hours using it to charge, which that might be a little bit bad because Tesla already has portable charger thingies, charging plots things. So like, I mean, that's good. Yeah. But you still need to charge it, those electric cars.
Yeah, I think we could do something about charging them. I feel like if we try to minimize the charge but like continue a long battery life, that would be like a really good consumer product.
Another thing I was talking about like the corn thingy, the way that you can use water to like source a car and stuff. That thing, that can be a thing because it evaporated, and the evaporation technically is still water. When you microwave food and then there's water, or like when you cook on a stove and you put the lid on and there's like water droplets on the top.
Yeah, I have like a humidifier too, right? So like I put water in it and it comes out as like
and like a air, like a lavender scent or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So in a way, I feel like it could be good.
Yeah, and the way it could be powered is you have to connect it to a river, the fast streaming river, and then the river powers it. That's a different idea. What's your $1 million idea? That's eco-friendly and it could save the planet. It cannot be anything that has already been invented.
I feel like if like fast food chains, like if we order takeout, they make good Tupperware, so like we can actually reuse it. I feel like that would be a good way. Like you're buying like food from a place, but you're also getting free Tupperware, and like you can reuse that until it breaks, basically, without like throwing it out every single time.
To add to that, sorry,
go ahead.
I'm the one that's been talking so much today. To add to that idea, they can add the price a little bit if they want more cash money.
Yeah, so if like they add like a little bit more profit, and like charging like a Tupperware, not that expensive, but you're still getting like a good amount of food inside. So like we charge them for like $2 a Tupperware, or like even $1. It would still be pretty good like consumer products, and people would still buy more.
Thinking about it, the things that they like McDonald's, if you bought fries or like anything, it would come with that, the original. It has green and then the M logo, and it comes with a paper bag, the thing they could use is, you know, when you go to Walmart and then they have those cool bag thingies?
Yeah.
Those things, but like it would still be usable. So like it would be the same thing. My idea, the one that had like, you know, tinfoil thingy and you can use it and it'll be like able to wash it thingy. That's your idea-ish and my idea mixed together. I think I might do that when I go there.
Yeah, honestly, it would be such a good business product because, like, you know, like if you're starting it young and you just keep it going and like try to make it work, then eventually people will start to buy it and like saying like, oh, this is such a good idea. Why didn't we think of this earlier? Why didn't we think of this in the early like 2000s to 1990s? And then like, bam, everything's gonna change. Like like just one small product, just by like changing the environment, can like affect so much.
Yeah, and like if we stop using plastic from, I'm gonna be really, really, really mad because I went to McDonald's. Yes, I feel guilty, but for my idea, thank you, yeah, thank you for telling us that. Thank you for being here too. My thing, the idea would be, because I'm guilty. I went to McDonald's and I bought McFlurry, and not bought, but like my dad bought, and like it was a lot of plastic, and you know it's the Pokemon event, and they have Pokemon things, and that had so much paper.
So much plastic, I can imagine.
So much plastic and paper. Happy Mother's Day. So much plastic and paper. Really wasteful. And I don't recommend buying fast food a bunch of times. When I did speech at school, I talked about how you can go to fast food maybe 2 days a week, which is really bad because I think each month has like 7, 8 weeks or 6, right? 5?
Each month?
Yeah, each month has
about like 4 weeks. I think February
so
has like 3 weeks and a half, basically. But other than that, most months has like 4 weeks. Yeah,
that means if you're obsessed with like going to fast food, that would mean you would go get fast food every since 2 days. If I don't know, needs to calm down. So speech thing I did at school about climate change and how the number one thing I talked about was like plastic and stuff that's ruining, and I was talking about how we can stop it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then a part of it, by the way, I'm restarting saying my thing because I can't speak. Well, I was talking about how you can go eat fast food every 2 days a week, or maybe 1 day if you're not a fast food person, meaning that if you did do it 2 days a week, it'd be like 8, maybe 8, or sometimes months are really short, so maybe it would be 8 or 6 days you would be going out to get fast food, which is pretty good if, you know, you like fast food, but like, I don't know, I'm a kind of fast food person. I love my mom's food, but sometimes it's not, I can't say that today. It's Mother's Day. I'm so sorry, Mom, because my mom watches, my mom, my dad, and then my sisters watch it because my dad streams it on the TV. But like, I love my mom's food, but sometimes eating fast food is something. But like, mom's food is superior, and I love the food every single time she makes it. But like, don't always eat a lot of fast food. That's a lot of plastic you're wasting.
It is a lot of plastic, a lot of waste too, especially if you don't finish your food either. Then you're like, it's all garbage. So like, there's like so many more people that's like hungry around the world, especially in Cambodia right now with like the borders closing up and everything. So like, they're hungry, and if we can't finish our food, we're just throwing it away. It's like a normal waste, but like we could actually like feed so much more people with the food that we didn't finish.
Yeah. Have you ever like how many times would you say you've been out to eat? Like not like fast food, not restaurant thingy.
But like just go get food?
Yeah, like fast food. Like you're going to drive and go.
I'm not gonna lie. I did that 2 days ago. But I did get McDonald's 2 days ago, but that's the only thing I can remember. Oh, I got Wendy's yesterday, but that's about it.
Oh, I love Wendy's. Their ice cream that's 99 cents, which is technically $1. Do they do taxes?
They do taxes. Did you try their, limited edition?
Yeah, I tried before.
Strawberry frosting?
Yeah. No. I've only tried the vanilla and the chocolate.
Go to Wendy's. There's a limited edition, so it won't be there for long. Yeah, I just got it yesterday.
I don't like strawberry though. I'm sorry, I'm not a strawberry. I like strawberry as a fruit, but I don't like strawberry. Any type of ice cream strawberry.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm very picky with my strawberry too. I'd rather have real strawberry than artificial flavor.
Yeah.
It just hits different.
I'm gonna say one more thing until we have to end the thing because it's like past 5 minutes.
Yep.
So that's fine because it's just talking about ideas and like how we're saving the planet. The last thing I'm talking about is the last thing before we conclude. Sorry, I've been talking a lot, so I've been thinking. It's
okay.
Me.
Since you have like the book and everything, you have more information about it too.
Yeah. Like driving, let's just say that's a lot of gas getting polluted into the air.
Yeah, sorry. Can I just add something?
You can.
With the car gas? Like how many times a week do we have to go get gas and put it into our car? Especially since gas prices has risen up.
When my family goes to get gas, we go to Costco because it's like cheapest.
Yeah, I agree. 100% Costco.
Since we just go to Costco, maybe like a month, maybe 3 days. I don't remember a lot of trips going to the gas station because it's not exciting as much as going to an amusement park or a water park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, continue on.
So like wasting, since it's cheap, we go out to get gas a lot, not a bunch of times, but like here in Coquitlam right now. The prices are really high, like $189.
So like regular?
I think. I don't know. I'm not a gas person. I don't own a car. Do you expect me to fix a car?
Okay, let me just ask you. So when you go to the gas station, right, at the very top, what is the number? Like that's regular.
189 for a pure liter. I think it says something.
God.
189 or something. I don't know what it said because I think it just says 189. I don't know what it did. I'm not a person that owns a car, so.
Yeah, I'm just a little shocked because I own a car, and if that's the cheapest gas, and I had to take the expensive gas, I had to go with premium.
Yeah.
So if it's like 189,
I think it was actually 160, but when I went to the soup, I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. I always cut people's talks.
It's okay. It's all good.
No disrespect to my teacher, but that's what my teacher does. Yeah, okay, this and the thing. Regular is 160 and premium's 180. So what I saw, I think was the premium was 180. But that's a lot of money for a regular 160.
Regular over here is 127. Sorry. So
that's fine. Talking about not to disrespect my teacher or anything, she does my teacher does cut me off a lot of times, and I know because and some of my classmates get caught off a lot of times, and I can see the disappointment in their faces when they can't finish their sentence. So when I do it to other people, I feel really bad for them. So like I'm really sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's
I
all
don't
good.
want, because bad things should be in the past. You want to change bad things. Like the pollution should be in the past right now. Because scientists have already said in 100 years, the ocean's gonna get polluted with plastic, and if we don't stop that, our whole entire planet is going to be a wasteland.
Yeah,
Everything
and
is a wasteland.
yeah, like we're already starting to pollute everything. Like we just gotta take it down a notch. Like we'll still keep factories, but I feel like we should just like minimize the products that they're making, and like not have that much.
Minimize using plastic first-hand only. You can't like not second-hand plastic. Like you can't use it again. First-hand plastic that you cannot reuse. Though that I think should be banned.
Yeah,
And like gases. People that make cars, please listen up. Use water. I don't know how to use the thing, but water. We already have portable chargers using a spinner thingy in water, which is called a turbine for air. But for the other thing, turbine in the water, blah blah blah.
Oh, but, okay, yeah.
If there's a way for people that make cars, if I don't know, this is, I know there's a small community, the Committee for Election Rights of Overseas Cambodia, small committee, not small, but it's pretty big. But like, I know this live thingy, this talk show is not gonna become famous. But if this does, if you steal my idea and Kathy's, please credit and give me some money and her, because I think of that car and she thought about the plastic. Was it a plastic? Talking about how we can use the plastic the thing.
Yeah. Like from like if we like order takeout, like they should make a profit by giving us like not free Tupperware, but at least charge us for like Tupperware that we can actually reuse on a daily basis. I think that'll be good. And then they made like really cool designs too, like top hit.
For the Lululemons, those bags, the red bags, they should change it where don't like the bag trendy and like sleek design. Oh, I know a good design they should use. Since it's Lululemons. Lemons!
Honestly, if you pitch that idea to them and just send it to them, I think they would actually consider it. Because I feel like they should always like change up their bags. Yeah, their bags are they're boring-ish. But we have to conclude today's talk show because I've been talking so much. I love my planet. I love everything. I love everyone. Not bad people. If you rob banks and kill people for no reason, please. Shame on you.
I can't, like, if it's for a reason, like your mom abused you, your dad abused you. I mean, if they did take alcohol, I mean, it's their fault for taking alcohol and being an alcoholic.
Not or like other substances.
If your parents are good, if they do drink alcohol, I mean, alcohol is bad. But like, if you smoke, your lungs are bad. If you drink,
your kidneys are bad.
Your kidneys, and like, it's not good for your health. So, to everyone that is watching and is healthy, and I want to give a virtual hug and happy Mother's Day, and you can talk.
Yeah. I just want to say that, like, if you are a drinker, just take it carefully. That's all we ask for. Just take it nice and slow. Just don't abuse it. But like as Phallika said, we wanted to wish everybody to have a great Mother's Day. I hope that their day was like fun with love, filled with love and excitement from like their kids, and spending a nice day with their families. This is the